here has ever shared their food with someone else, taking a bite off of someone else, maybe possibly drinking off somebody else, used a cup or even a straw? What about that one time you used someone else's toilet or you let someone use yours? Oops, that one time we just forgot our condoms, right? Alright, so basically if you answered yes to any of these questions, there's possibly a chance you already have contracted herpes. I don't think anyone here would want to get herpes. I doubt, I'm pretty sure anyway. I mean, I could be wrong, but, you never know. So basically, herpes is a very common sexually transmitted disease. It's currently incurable. It's very easy to contract, but there are ways we can avoid spreading it or, getting it ourselves. So, although modern medicine can help reduce or suppress the outbreaks of the herpes virus, the disease remains, I forgot to check, sorry. Reduce or suppress the outbreaks of herpes virus, the disease remains incurable and on the rise. According to Dr. Miranda Heedy with WebMD and Fox News correspondent, currently there is no cure for herpes. Antiviral drugs such as Famvir, Zoroax, and Valtrex can only help treat or suppress the disease, basically. So what that means is, you can take all your medicine that the TV is going to tell you, it's going to help you not, have outbreaks as often, but you still have herpes no matter what. Like, there's nothing you can really do about that as of right now. And according to Dr. William Hefford, virologist at Montana State University, he is currently experimenting to find a cure for herpes simplex virus type 1. He suggests a new avenue for developing a vaccine against genital herpes and other diseases caused by the herpes virus. In a study conducted earlier this year, William Hefford showed that mice vaccinated with live genetically modified herpes virus type 1 showed no signs of disease 30 days after being exposed to a particularly lethal strain of the virus. In contrast, a second group of the mice that received a more conventional vaccine died within 6 days of being exposed to the same strain. So basically what he's trying to do is, everyone gets their flu shots and stuff. He's trying to make a shot that, if you don't already have herpes, you can get the shot and basically live the rest of your life no matter what without herpes. So when he gives, a group of mice the strain that they've been trying to use, they obviously died in 6 days, so that's not working. When he tried a better vaccine, the mice were able to live for already up to 30 days, which is, a long time for a mouse. So, he's getting there with that, but basically still no cure. Not only is herpes incurable, it is very easy to contract. Most people are unaware of how easily most people contract herpes and unaware of the multiple ways you can contract it. According to Adriana Knack, author of Damaged Goods and considered a foremost on women's health, most people get herpes by direct skin-to-skin contact, kissing, having sex with someone who has cold sores or blisters present. When the sores are present, it means that the herpes simplex virus is active. Sometimes a person can have herpes outbreak and have no visible sores at all. People usually get herpes by having sexual contact with others who don't know they are infected or who are having outbreaks of herpes without any sores. A person with genital herpes can also infect a sexual partner during oral sex. The virus can also be spread by touching objects such as a toilet seat, hot tubs, eating utensils, glasses, and straws. So basically what she's trying to say is, yes, the main ways are, sex and, basically kissing. There's still other ways, Once again, how many times have you been in a hot tub? I never even thought of that one. And so, glasses, straws, all that kind of stuff that other people have touched that you're going to touch too. So, according to the Center of Disease Control, 1 out of 3 Americans between the ages of 18 and 35 is living with some form of the herpes virus. Out of 33% of those people, only a third knows they have it. Kind of scary, right? So basically what they're saying is, let's say there's 100 of us. 33 of us have herpes, and 22 of us are walking around unknowingly having it and spreading it to others. Because herpes is easy to contract, there's a chance you already have herpes and a chance you don't. How do you prevent transmitting it to others or not getting it at all? Slowing the spread of herpes is possible without a cure or a vaccine. According to Planned Parenthood, a government-funded program, herpes transmission can occur in various ways. The two most common ways are by kissing and intercourse. When you think of intercourse, do you think about all types of intercourse and sexual activity that one can engage in? Transmission by skin-to-skin contact as well. Did you know it was possible to self-infect yourself and by the transfer of bodily saliva, blood, vaginal fluids, and semen? So basically, once again, they're saying the main ways are this way, but you can self-infect yourself. Let's say, touching yourself here in your mouth, and you touch somewhere else, you're gonna possibly transfer it to somewhere else, So let's avoid doing that, guys, and basically wash your hands, watch what you're doing, and, watch your bodily fluids. According to Herpes Web, a US and UK website designed to support people living with the virus, the two most important rules to remember are avoid having sex or any sexual contact with the affected area during an outbreak. Stop having sex when you first feel the warning symptoms, and wait until sores have completely disappeared before you resume. 2. Use a condom at all times to protect the uninfected partner. The virus may be contagious even when you don't have symptoms. Basically, if you're having an outbreak, just don't, you don't want to infect other people. That's basically what they're trying to say. Use a condom at all times, outbreak or no outbreak. Let's be safe and use a condom. Don't be ashamed if you already have the herpes virus. Herpes is a very common sexually transmitted disease. It's currently incurable, and basically the only way we're getting rid of it is when people die. And we don't want that. Avoid getting it or spreading it. Just take your precautions, use them well. Just think about what you're doing. So again, 1 out of 3 people. Okay, how many people here are already in between? Most of us are in between the ages of 18 and 35. That means that a lot of us are already living with it. Look around, guys. Look around. If it's not you, could be someone to your left or right, because there's about 20 of us in this classroom. That's a big statistic.